Bruno Fernandes leads the Premier League with 12 assists and sits just 8 away from breaking a record that stood for over 20 years. But here's what nobody's telling you. His team isn't even in the title race. By the end of this video, you'll understand why one man playing with zero pressure could decide who wins the Premier League without Manchester United lifting a single trophy. With 12 games left in the season, every team fighting for silverware faces the same nightmare. And his name is Bruno Fernandes. Arsenal leads Manchester City by 4 points in what might be the tightest title race in years, while Aston Villa, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Liverpool are locked in a brutal scrap for Champions League spots, where 3 points separate third place from sixth. Standing right in the middle of all this chaos is a 31-year-old Portuguese midfielder who's having the season of his life at the absolute worst possible time for everyone else. Before we break down why Bruno is about to ruin everyone's season, quick ask. If you want more tactical breakdowns like this, hit subscribe right now. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and 72% of you watching aren't subscribed yet. Arsenal sits top of the table with 57 points from 26 games. Manchester City trails by 4 points with 53, and 12 matches remain for everyone. 4 points with 12 games left means absolutely nothing when one bad result closes the gap and 2 bad results blow this race wide open. Quick question. Which team do you think drops points to Manchester United first? Arsenal, City, Liverpool, or Chelsea? Comment your prediction right now. Here's the problem nobody saw coming. All of these teams still have to face Manchester United, which means they all have to face Bruno Fernandes. January 24th saw United travel to the Emirates and beat Arsenal 3-2, with Bruno orchestrating an intricate give-and-go with Patrick Dorgu that led to Dorgu's spectacular 25-yard strike. 1 week earlier, on January 17th, Manchester City faced United at Old Trafford and lost 2-0 after Bruno carried the ball 40 yards, before setting up Bruyne and Mbeumo for what's been called the most eye-catching assist of the entire season. Liverpool still has to play United at Old Trafford on May 17th, Chelsea faces them on March 4th, and these aren't just regular matches anymore. These are potential season-defining moments, and the man pulling the strings for United is in the form of his career. Bruno Fernandes is having a season that belongs in the history books, and the numbers prove it. He leads the entire Premier League with 12 assists in 23 matches, and when you add his 6 goals to those 12 assists, you get 18 goal involvements. His expected assists per 90 minutes sits in the top 99 percentile of the Premier League, and he creates 3.55 key passes per game, which leads the league in chances created. 7 of those 12 assists came from set pieces, the most in the Premier League, and his first 5 assists this season all came from dead ball situations, corner kicks,
from Bruno Fernandes, looping one towards the back post, Casemiro,
and free kicks.
Strikes it goal, it's bending. Bruno Fernandes
have become an art form under his delivery. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Premier League single-season assist record stands at 20, held jointly by Thierry from 2002 to 2003, and Kevin De Bruyne from 2019 to 2020. Bruno has 12 assists with 14 games remaining, which means he needs 8 more to equal the record and 9 to break it. At his current pace, projections put him at approximately 19 assists by season's end. Except when Bruno catches fire, numbers become irrelevant, and right now, he's assisted in 5 of his last 6 matches, while recording a goal or assist in 6 consecutive outings. For context, only one other player even comes close to him in the assist race this season. Ryan Cherki has 7 assists, 5 behind Bruno, and that's when we get to the milestone that puts everything into perspective. February 7th, 2026, saw Bruno Fernandes score against Tottenham Hotspur and reach 200 goal contributions for Manchester United. 104 goals, plus 96 assists in 314 appearances during Manchester United's weakest period since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Among all Manchester United players in the Premier League era, only Wayne Rooney reached 200 contributions faster by doing it in 295 games. Bruno sits second at 314. Cristiano Ronaldo needed 339 games. David Beckham needed 393. Among all midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues this century, Only Kevin De Bruyne reached 200 contributions faster than Bruno. Bruno ranks as the 10th fastest Premier League player this century, to hit that mark during one of the most dysfunctional eras in United's history. So what changed? Why is Bruno suddenly on pace to break assist records and terrorize the entire league? One name explains everything: Michael Carrick. January 13th, 2026, brought Manchester United's appointment of Michael Carrick as head coach until the end of the season. Carrick's record as United manager tells you everything you need to know. 5 matches, 4 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses, 80% win rate. Manager of the month for January 2026. Real quick, if this breakdown is showing you something you didn't know, smash that like button and hit the bell so you don't miss my next deep dive. But here's what most people are missing about Carrick's impact. The results matter less than what he did tactically. Under Amorim, Bruno played as part of a midfield pairing with more defensive responsibility. Under Carrick, Bruno returned to his natural position as a central number 10 with complete license to roam, create, and orchestrate. The difference has been night and day. Since Carrick took over, Manchester United remains unbeaten with 9 games without a loss in the Premier League. They beat Manchester City 2-0. They beat Arsenal 3-2 at the Emirates. They beat Fulham 3-2 with Bruno providing 2 assists. They beat Tottenham 2-0. In calendar year 2026, Manchester United has earned more points than any other Premier League team. United has genuinely been the best team in England in 2026. Bruno has been at the center of everything good United has done. Against Wolves in December, he scored 2 goals and registered 1 assist while earning a 9.4 rating from FotMob. Against City, he orchestrated the counter-attack that led to Mbeumo's opener. Against Arsenal, his link-up play with Dorgu became the highlight of the entire match. Manchester United sits 4th in the Premier League table with 45 points, 12 points behind Arsenal, and they're not winning the title. But that reality doesn't mean they can't decide who does win it. Arsenal leads by 4 points with 12 games left while City breathes down their neck. Liverpool lurks at 42 points with a game in hand. Every single one of these teams still has matches remaining against Manchester United. Liverpool faces United at Old Trafford on May 17th. And if the title race stays close until then, that match could decide everything. Chelsea plays United on March 4th. Aston Villa hosts United on March 14th. Here's the scary part for title contenders. Bruno's playing style is specifically built for creating chaos, which makes him more dangerous than any player currently in form. He takes constant risks. He plays high-reward passes that either create goals or get intercepted. He roams around attacking areas hunting for pockets of space. When United plays organized football like they do under Carrick, that style transforms him into the most dangerous creator in the league. 7 assists from set pieces means every corner kick and free kick near the box becomes a potential goal. His movement off the ball creates space for teammates. His passing range can unlock any defense in England. And at 31 years old, he's somehow playing the best football of his entire career. Based on everything we've covered, here's my question for you. If you're Arsenal, City, or Liverpool, how do you actually stop Bruno Fernandes? Drop your tactical solution in the comments right now. United might not be in the title race, but Bruno plays like they are, which makes him the ultimate chaos agent in English football right now. He carries no pressure because United's season already comes down to Champions League qualification. Every match he plays affects someone else's dreams, though. If Arsenal drops points to United again, City wins the title. If City drops points to United, Arsenal wins the title. If Liverpool drops points to United on May 17th, they might miss out on top 4 entirely. Every team in England's top 6 has something real to lose when they face Manchester United, and Bruno Fernandes stands directly in their way. Remember how I started this video? Bruno Fernandes leads the Premier League with 12 assists while sitting 8 away from tying the all-time single-season record. And now, you understand why that's everyone else's problem. He just became the second fastest Manchester United player in the Premier League era to reach 200 goal contributions during one of the club's worst periods in history. He plays under a manager who's given him complete freedom in his natural position. He's doing all of this with 12 games left in the tightest title race in years. Arsenal can't afford to drop points. Manchester City can't afford to drop points. Liverpool can't afford to drop points. They all still have to face Bruno Fernandes, though. That's the real problem facing the Premier League right now. Not that United competes for the title, but that one man, in the form of his life, playing with complete freedom and zero pressure, can decide who wins silverware without his team benefiting at all. The Premier League doesn't have a title race problem. It has a Bruno Fernandes problem. With 12 games left, nobody has figured out how to solve it. Drop your next deep dive request in the comments below. See you in the next video.